Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Watch and Roll. Today I am giving an update on my SBBN 035, which is the Seiko Marinemaster Tuna 300 meter professional. I've really used this watch. I really shrank my collection down to like 3 pieces. Currently have these and maybe 2 Oceanus. Crazy, I don't really need that much. I figure that there's not a lot of watches that really convince me, and just this is one of them. This is one of the of those watches who that really proven that this is the type of watch that I want and kind of need for my personal life. I love automatic watches, but the problem is that if they'll stop working after 40 hours, 45, or whatever the power reserve is on there. I bought this watch originally to replace the Oris Aquis. Actually, the Oris Aquis was a great watch, but it was not anti-magnetic and it had some issues with the movement when it comes to the crown. Like, it would, if I try to pull out the crown, sometimes it will hack, sometimes it will not. So I just thought it was not reliable, and for that amount of money I wanted something probably as substantial but with more substance, because believe it or not, as beautiful as the Aquis is and as wearable as it is, it had a Sellita SW200, and that's just such a generic movement. Every other Swiss affordable Swiss diver will have that movement. This movement, although it's a quartz movement, is just a lot more special. Number one, it's made for divers. It's not a generic quartz. It's Seiko's professional dive specific quartz movement. So it has a high torque design. It's built to be big, heavy hands that regular quartz movement can't handle. The accuracy, well, of course, runs about plus or minus 15 seconds per month. The durability is designed to handle the shock, the pressure, and the long-term underwater use much more than any mechanical movement. The battery life is around 5 years of battery. Some people say that the battery goes well beyond those 5 years of use. In my experience, well, I'm on year number 5, so we'll see how long it lasts after that. Several jewels inside, very unusual for quartz movement. So it's basically a hybrid of a quartz reliability with mechanical grade durability. It's not just any quartz movement. It's like it's a serviceable quartz movement. And it's overbuilt, so collectors call it the mechanical diver's quartz because it feels just as serious and purpose built. Now, when I pull out the crown in and out, when I change the time, the date, you can really feel the type of feel that you get from setting the time, changing the date. It just feels a lot more solid and confident than any quartz and even mechanical movements, in my experience. This is just the solidity of the action of pulling out the crown. This watch has been the best on that. I've never had any other watch that just feels as premium as this when it comes to like changing the date, pulling out the crown, etc., etc. It just feels so solid and confident. So the specs in short, of course, is the movement. It's a 300 meter water resistance. It has this super hard coating that Seiko does not really specify how hard it is or anything. But I mean, look at it. It does not have any single scratch. I am also not trying to scratch it. I mean, what you see over here is salt and dirt accumulated, but I'm I inspect the watch really close and I cannot find a single scratch. And yes, I do baby my watches, but I also had this watch For example, on a travel, I had it on a metal case, and somehow the protective pad slipped and it had contact with the metal surface the whole flight, and it was like a 17-hour flight. And I opened it. When I opened it, I saw that it's being exposed the whole time, and it has some material here. So I thought, oh no, I scratched it, but I wiped out the material, and it turns out that this watch actually scratched the metal, and yeah, it looks perfect. Seiko call it super hard coating, and yes, I guess so. I guess it's super hard. I don't know. I baby my watches, but in my experience, it's been just perfect. The bezel's still good. It's not hard. It's not soft. I know there is a rubber gasket in between the bezel and the case, which makes it glide. To me, this is one of my favorite bezel actions. Yes, I know there's ball bearings like Tudor, and I know those are really amazing bezel actions. But really, when it comes to like Japanese style bezels, these and like Grand Seikos are just really, like, they just feel nicer than your regular Seikos. And let me tell you something. For example, on these Oceanus Catch-A-Lot, this is a titanium bezel, and the feel is not, it's just not super nice. It's kind of gritty sometimes. And I brought these two divers to snorkel and freediving on my trips to the Philippines, and these would kind of get stuck sometimes. I would figure that sometimes some sand will get inside the watch and will make it hard sometimes, so this didn't do as well. But on the Seiko, it's just flawless. I'm not so sure because there's a little bit of a gap in between the bezel and the case on the Oceanus, and this one has no gap, so there's no compression. But the bezel action is just made perfect. The crystal is supposed to be a Harlex crystal, like a high-grade Harlex crystal, and I do not like that. I would think for this price point, Seiko should have a sapphire crystal in here. Like I say, I do baby my watches a little bit, so I have not really put the crystal to the test. So it's perfect, but again, I do baby my watches when it comes to that. The accuracy of the quartz movement is not the most amazing accuracy. I would say it's around 7 seconds a month. There is a system in which like a watchmaker can open the case and regulate the movement, you know. I think it's meant for cold temperatures. Like I think it came from the factory, like adjusted for cold temperatures, because it gains seconds a month. The water resistance, of course, it's a 300-meter water resistance. The lowest I have been, or I mean the deepest I've been in the ocean, it's around 15 meters. 15 meters is nothing for this. It, of course, is, I guess it's overbuilt. I mean, it's dirty now, you know, but other than that, it's just as new. The lume, I would say the lume, it's like a 5% less strong than when I got it for the first time. I'm not so sure if I got used to it. I mean, it still shines like crazy, but I don't have a way to quantify or measure the intensity, you know, but it's pretty amazing so far. The comfort is amazing. Well, not on this original Seiko strap. The original Seiko strap that comes with it, I do not like it, honestly, and this is the reason why I change it. The original Seiko strap, it's silicone, and although it's better than other straps, the silicone attracts lint. It gets dirty. It wears off. And the Seiko strap has an accordion design, you know, has like two ways right here. I have a thin wrist, so, and it's also really long. So when you try to put the strap on, you have this slack, like the tail of the strap will stick out, and I cannot really adjust it up. Like I cannot put the keepers all the way up for the strap to like lock in place, because again, the accordion design prevents it, you know. So this is a DiveCore HP, and it is a DeepSeaEDC special edition. This strap is, in my opinion, the most amazing strap I ever tried. I mean, like I say, this strap is also long, but because of that, because of the mono accordion design that of DiveCore, you can actually run the keeper all the way up, so it's not going to be sticking up, you know. And this is just perfect. Also, this has a locking mechanism. The one on the Seiko will just stick out, you know. It's a metal buckle, and it just, those metal buckles, I mean, you have, especially when you go to the ocean, when you're surfing, you're diving or anything, you really have water, strong, you know, water hitting the watch, this strap will come off, I assure you. But with this, it's not a problem at all. And with the DLC black buckle, this just goes perfect. I mean, it's like if this strap was made for this watch. Of course, it works on any ISO certified or just any real divers. The strap will work great on, and it's extremely comfortable, because of the also the Seiko strap had a lot of like grooves in here for channeling water out, but it will get really dirty because of those crevices and everything. With this one, it's not a problem. It just never gets dirty at all, and it's super flexible. It has tons of adjustments from here to here, so it's just really perfect. And also, DiveCore straps take ISO certified spring bars. So this is I'm currently wearing it on original Seiko fat bars, which is the most secure spring bars you can get, and so it's just perfect. And also, you know, there's just no movement on the tolerances are so tight, so there's no, like, the spring, if you get one of this, you know, any other aftermarket strap, you cannot really wear them with these fat bars, so you have to use regular spring bars, and the spring bars are, of course, are thinner. It makes it wobble, and it's just not good, you know. So this is just perfect for me. This is perfect for this watch. It's probably gonna stay on this watch forever, honestly. Would I buy the same watch again? Yes, I will buy this watch again. I will buy in black. I love it in black. And this is the old version, the one that still had the Marinemaster logo. Honestly, I rather this better. There's a new version that has a sapphire, has an AR coating. This doesn't have an AR coating, which I don't like that. But I mean, it's good. The new version is better, I guess. I haven't seen one with the super hard coating, but it's a lot more expensive. It's like $1,500. I don't know if I will want to upgrade. For me, I really like the Marinemaster handset, and I think I'll keep it at least for some time until I require a battery change, and maybe I will sell it after the battery change and maybe get the newest version. I would prefer if they make a solar version of this quartz 7, what is it, the 7C46. That would just make it perfect. But yeah, anyway guys, let me know what you think, and I'll see you later.